Hello, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Ankit here, and here we are wrapping up the day. It's a Thursday, October the 9th. Let's get into it. As always, we'll take a look at broader market analysis, bring it down, take a look at where the relative strength and weakness is, take a look at the news, take a look at the heat map, and then we'll take a look at some possible setups ahead. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So jumping the market analysis, here we are with the market performance, getting a little slight pullback in the markets, but I must say overall, nothing really has changed these markets. These pullback markets remains resilient. And as you can take a look at this chart, even though we're getting some pullbacks here, they do get recovered pretty quickly here. So you can see this is the price action where overall trend remains to the upside, but we're kind of in this little range here where, it doesn't really look like a greatest long. It doesn't really look like a greatest short. It's just where we are. So if you are on the long side, this has again been a good hold where you just continue holding those positions. But as you are looking at opening new positions, I feel like this is where, this is the most hated bull market that we had, up like 35% from in the last 6 months. So that's really where we are. You can see the NASDAQ, remains resilient as well. So small little pullbacks. So overall, in these kind of markets, those pullbacks are just a good buying opportunity. Now, when we take a look at the numbers today, you'll see that everything's kind of down across the board. Dow Jones, S&P, Qs are actually the outperformer today, but then small caps are the worst performer. Must say that getting a lot of volatility in gold. If anybody's been watching and playing this metals market, we have seen an epic run in the metals. And the price action we're getting right now is where, we look for capitulation, and today was one of the days where it seems like prices were kind of capitulating, but we still, market price action still is pretty strong. I think that's the one place where we got to be very cautious. Now, not a whole lot outside of that. Market volatility remains low. When we look at the advanced decline ratio, you can see 31% to the upside, 67% downside. Not a whole lot of change in the market breadth. So I think this is just a market where you have to be cherry picking the outperformer and the underperformers. So when we take a look at our outlook here, I'm not really change anything here. The government shutdown continues. The market data is delayed, especially those jobs number. And as we go into the next Fed meeting, I think this is where it's going to be interesting. But as we are seeing no news, it seems like market doesn't seem to really care. So as always, I'll be taking a look at some of the outperformers and some of the underperformers. I think that's just the best way to continue using the strategy in these markets. And I must say, as I was going through it, I was getting more bearish setups than I was getting the more bullish setups. So I think let's just take a look at things one by one. Here's the first one, Constellation Energy. Beautiful little pullback and getting a nice little breakout today. Something that I'm looking at and see if this is going to be the next big run in the next coming weeks ahead. Here's the other one, Hood. We talked about it last week. Got a nice little pullback here. As you can see, in this kind of strong price action, those pullback was pretty short-lived. And here we are back up the highs again. Here's the other one, Johnson & Johnson. You can see this thing stayed strong as well after the big consolidation phase. The price action looks pretty bullish here. And here's the last one, and this one also, COR, and getting a nice little pullback. Here we are right back at the highs there, so potential breakout over there. Now, when we take a look at the underperformers, here we are getting some really good setups on the downside. Copart is the first one. You can see it just continues to be on the weaker side. The second one I have is Disney. Same thing, nice little bear rally. And now we're just hovering around that 110 mark. The next one is Honey International, and same thing, beautiful little low base. And as the market pulled back today, this is what I like to see, is that it's pulling back and breaking out of that range. So this one, again, I'll be looking at it for, maybe an inside candle tomorrow, but looking at it to stay weaker and below that support line. Must say that we definitely got a lot of weakness here in some of this stocks. The Home Depot. I mean, take a look at this big fall here, and this is again a good reversal pattern where we got we were making higher highs, and now we are making a higher, a lower high, a lower low. Nice little base over here, nice little base over here, and here we are for the last 4 days. A beautiful little run to the downside. Now, same thing again. These are the ones that I'm looking for, either a base or a bear rally. Here's the lows, kind of getting a very similar thing. So, beautiful price action, lots of selling going on, looking for bases or bear rallies to get into. Last one is Starbucks, and same thing. This was also underperforming and just broke below that key support at 82. So as you can see that there's definitely some good long setup, but at the same time, there's definitely good long short setups as well. So having that balanced portfolio and just looking at the outperformers and also focusing on the underperformers, probably the best place to be as the market continues to remain resilient. So when we go into the next 24 hours, not really expecting a whole lot of change. With that little pullback today, market might just consolidate tomorrow. So overall, the trend hasn't changed. The volatility hasn't changed. This is where we are more status quo until anything changes in the markets. Tomorrow we have the consumer sentiment. Don't really think that's going to be a big mover. I think we're just going to kind of wait it out till we get till the government shutdown is over. We get a next big batch of data, and then going into the Fed meeting, I think that's just going to be something, something we're going to look for in the next 2-3 weeks. So that's all for now. Thanks for joining here, and see you in the next one. Happy trading.